Right. Welcome. Today we are talking being a hot mess mom with Rachel. Full disclosure, we recorded about half of this without actually recording it. So just playing into the hot mess part. So Rachel is a sales manager and she is a contributing writer, writes a lot of great posts. And so today she is taking some time to talk to us about her post from March of last year. Are you a hot mess mom? And she put together 11 telltale signs for us. So you'll probably identify with some of them. We sure can. So, Rachel, I'll let you tell a little bit about yourself. Yeah, what would you like to share?
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I've been with Cincinnati Mom Collective for about 2 years now. Um, and I have two boys. Jude just turned 5 at the beginning of the summer, and Benjamin turned 3 yesterday. So we're still kind of in birthday mode celebrating him. Um, and we actually have a third on the way, so our lives are about to get even more chaotic.
Yeah.
But hopefully, we're taking some time this summer. The boys are going to, we're calling it Camp Mama and Papa. They're going to be going up to visit their grandparents next week, and we're going to be working on getting the house ready for the baby and the upcoming school year. So we're hoping that there'll be some more structure in the house and just a little bit more functioning a little bit better and decrease the hot mess mom factor just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure having the boys out of the house will make it a lot easier for you two to
Yeah,
work on that.
yes, we cannot really make any lasting progress when they're here. So
Yeah,
just like
yes.
little tornadoes
Right. You're
all
like,
over.
yes. Right. Awesome. So, do you want to read the introduction of your post to us and then tell us a couple of your top two from the 11 telltale signs?
Sure. The title is Are You Hot Mess Mom? 11 Telltale Signs. To be fair, I can't completely blame my hot mess mom status on having kids. I've always been entropic. Prone to chaos, I've always taken it in stride. I've never been known as the best housekeeper, but it was definitely manageable to keep up. Now, with 2 active toddlers, we've darn near given up. I've always said I need a t-shirt that says Hot Mess Mom on it. Even though I struggle with depression and anxiety, which no doubt contributes to the hot mess factor, I like to think of myself as a bit tongue-in-cheek, lighthearted, and able to poke fun at myself. Are you a hot mess mom too? Read on to find out. And so a couple of my favorite ones that I think still really apply, and maybe even more so now that I'm pregnant. Number 3 is your morning routine is very low maintenance. You push snooze as long as you can, or if you're like me, you don't even use an alarm clock anymore because, hello, kids. Getting out of bed is often a struggle, so good thing you've embraced the natural look. Brush your teeth, slather on some moisturizer with SPF. If you're feeling extra fancy, put on some mascara. Slick on some chapstick or tinted lip balm. Let your hair air dry to achieve natural curls and waves. Throw on some mom jeans. Yes, I still wear skinny jeans, but maybe not right now since it's summer and they don't fit anymore. Um, and your favorite mom t-shirt, and voila, you are good to go. Now just make sure the kids look cute because let's be honest, that's who everyone's looking at anyway. Am I right?
Yeah.
Usually it's pretty true.
Yeah.
And then number 7 is you know your limits and plan accordingly. You don't plan several activities in one day because you've learned to be honest with yourself and just know it's too much effort to plan and prepare for too much all at once. Are there other introvert hot mess moms out there? Just me? And that has definitely become even more important with being pregnant in the summer, especially because it's just too hot and I'm too tired to deal with a lot right now. So
Yeah.
usually just one activity a day, and sometimes over the weekend, even just one activity a weekend, usually. And then most of the other times, the boys are just pretty much living outside and playing outside all day. They've made friends with the neighbor kids, so they've been spending a lot of time with them. Or we're just at the pool all day, which, yeah, I don't like being outside unless I'm in the pool usually.
Yes. That's a good
Yeah.
setup. So when did you first, I mean, maybe you were always a hot mess mom, but when did you first like identify it and recognize it for yourself? Did it take a while or when did you first discover it?
um, I think I probably felt more like I was a hot mess mom when my oldest Jude started like walking and like getting into things more. So maybe more like maybe starting when he was around a year old, but I feel like we still were able to maintain things pretty well. But definitely when his brother came along, I think um, it just got crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know,
So
maybe 1 to 2 years in, I embraced the title.
you're like, I can only do so much every day. This is just what it's going to be. Did you, what was your mom like? Was she a hot mess mom?
She was not actually. So,
I could
um,
believe that.
I mean, maybe she felt like she was, but yeah, I always say that I did not inherit the gene for organization and everything like that. So somehow, I don't know. My sister, I think both my sisters did, but somehow it skipped me. I don't know.
Have you ever felt like, I mean, there's a lot of things in motherhood that maybe just weren't talked about, or if it was, like there was just so much judgment around it. Do you ever feel like shame or like other people were judging you, or did you just pretty much own it from the beginning?
Um, I mean, sometimes I guess I feel like there might be some shame or judgment, but a lot of the moms I talk to actually do relate and kind of, they're living the same life really. And yeah, I don't know. Seems
Like
like it seems like maybe not everyone has it all together as much as they try to make it look like. So,
right, like we're all not from like a perfect 50s like
yeah,
housekeeper, like housewife.
which I think is okay because in some ways, as long as it's not like to an extreme. But like sometimes growing up, it felt like we wouldn't be always allowed to do like certain things because we had to keep everything nice and clean and everything. And but I guess with my boys, we're a little less like that. So you can definitely tell that the house is lived in, which I guess is a good way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah. I had like
You can tell
like
that two rambunctious boys live here.
yeah, like I remember growing up, my dad was like very anal retentive, like very structured. Everything had to be perfectly clean all the time. And my mom was like, go be a kid. Like, like you get a cut, it's okay. Like, as long as it's not bad to go to the hospital, like, dirt won't hurt you. Like, if something breaks, like, it's cool. It's just stuff. And I feel like it was kind of a good balance. Maybe not for them, but I think as a kid to be like, oh, okay, like, I'll try to keep things clean. But at the end, like, it was fun for those moments when we just got to like actually be kids. So
Mhm.
glad for that.
Yeah.
So, do you have any tips for like coping with being a hot mess mom besides like the telltale signs. I feel like some of those kind of have some tips intertwined, but any solid tips other hot mess
I
moms can
guess
take?
some tips are don't be afraid to ask for help when you're overwhelmed, which is kind of like the theme of this summer and kind of like refers to my other recent post about my postpartum plan. Like, I realize that I have struggles, and I want to try to make things as good as I can and improve. So now that we have our new baby coming, we really have embraced this time to really focus on preparing. And I guess that's one major thing with when you know that you're a hot mess mom and you own that, you realize how important preparation is. And obviously, you can't prepare for everything, but you can do what you can to um, mitigate any risks that you have for like postpartum depression or just regular depression and anxiety, um, and just try to provide as much structure as you can. Because I think even though we don't always have as much structure as I'd like, I think we all really benefit and crave that structure. So, and then just give yourself grace when you're in a situation where you feel in and over your head. Like, these things don't happen overnight, and it's going to take time to kind of carve yourself out of that. So yeah, and then I guess just give yourself grace and kind of accept who you are, but also never stop like trying to improve. I guess there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, those are all some really great takeaways and steps. Yeah, I feel like there's been periods of my motherhood life where I've been more of a hot mess than not. But I feel like when you kind of let it all just spiral out, I feel like then it ends up being even worse for my mental health. I feel like, yeah, I've definitely found that structure helps, routine helps, like, and just, yeah, trying to be like, I'm gonna own who I am, but also try to be better every day. I feel like those are things I've tried to learn as well.
Like,
So
you just have to work. I guess you have to work within, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, your limitations. You can work within those, and you can, I guess, like, adapt, and work with what you have. I guess basically.
yes, but yeah, I love that you said asking for help. Like, yeah, keep a good support system around you. Yeah, but I know your boys. I know you're a great mom. I know they're happy. They're loving their childhood. So you're definitely doing something right. So, yay. It'll be exciting to welcome a third one. I know it's a lot to deal with right now, but be very exciting. I'm sure the boys are
We're excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, so anything else you want to leave any listeners with or watchers?
I don't know.
I was like, maybe we'll add a shirt to the swag site for Hot Mess
Oh, that would
Mom
be great.
Club.
Add my post. That would be perfect.
Be like, Hot Mess Mom, like, just get your shirt. Well, band together.
Look for that on the swags.
Yes. Yes, coming soon. Yes, absolutely. Well, yeah, for anybody that joined us, that's listening or watching in this, make sure to leave your comments for any other signs you can think of how you can know that you are a hot mess mom, and any tips that you found that have helped you on this motherhood journey. So, thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you, Rachel, for taking time out of your evening. to spend this time with us and share with us. So we appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yes.